So this tool that I've been talking about that's really cool that can help you make your animated videos that can look totally professional is called Movely. So basically you want to go to movely.com, and here you want to sign up for an account. So you can sign up for a free account, and that is just enough for you to make really good videos. So we're going to get started. I already have an account, so I'm just going to log in. So when you sign up, this is how Movely looks like. So you have my moves, library, manage, marketplace, and help. You'll be probably spending most time in my moves, because here you can have a lot of different projects. So you can look at your get started video, but you can just get started, and you get started by just clicking on this, and it's called new project. You just click on this, and then you have your title. LinkedIn video, and I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna say continue. I'm not gonna make a description right now. So now it asks, now the Movely asks you what you would like to create, and you say I want to create an animated video. And this, you have this pop-up, and this pop-up appears, and basically this pop-up is not something that you want to click and close, because this is something that this is a place that you'll be actually working. So when you open up this movely.com and this pop-up, there is this whole workflow that you see right here. So this is called the timeline, and this is called the stage. And these are like Movely library. This is a Movely library that actually has a lot of content here, like JPEGs and some already animated things, which you'll be using in your animations. Here are some animation settings. And first of all, if you have a free account, then you choose YouTube 480p, and don't think about these other things for now. Just go for YouTube 480p, and this will be just enough for you to have a really good video. It's not a HD resolution, because for HD you need to have a paid account, but for your website video this will be more than enough. So first of all, you want to make your settings. You want to be sure to have the video mode. So how does Movely work? I'm going to show you this video that we made for GreenPy that was actually completely made in Movely, and it was completely made with the free version of Movely with all their content. Meet Sally. She's a nutritionist. She loves her job, but the workflow can sometimes be so tedious. This is Tom. He writes his diary by hand or sends it to Sally by email. The problem is, Sally's problems only start here. Now, Sally needs to make a new folder in her computer, make a Word document out of the email, name the folder, go to a third-party website, then again manually rewrite Tom's diary so she can calculate nutrients. Then she copy-pastes the results to another Word document and saves it again. She spends about 2 hours on this, and she hasn't even started with the work. It's just so frustrating. Wouldn't it be great to be able to completely automate this whole process? Well, now it is, with GreenPy. GreenPy makes nutritional counseling process as easy as pie. GreenPy is a web-based application that automates nutrition workflow. It can be accessed online, anytime, anywhere, by any device with an internet connection. How it works? It's easy. Tom writes diary online. Since GreenPy connects Sally and Tom over the internet, Sally can see Tom's diary in real time. Then she makes nutritional analysis with just a click of a button and writes a comment to Tom. Tom receives everything in seconds. It's easy, and it saves Sally at least 2 hours a day. Sally now has everything in one place: her counseling notes, scheduling system, and she tracks the activity of her clients in real time. She also has her virtual clinic and works with colleagues online all over the world. Like Sally, now you too can spend your free time doing the things you like with the people you love. GreenPy, nutritional counseling made easy. Fun for clients, easy for you. Okay, so this whole video of 2 minutes, almost 2 minutes, was actually made by Movely, and it was made in Movely, and it's really a really good tool. So basically we made a 2-minute explainer video, whiteboard style, that actually cost in the market from $500 to $1,000. So in like a few hours or just like 2 hours of making this in Movely, which is really fun, you saved a lot of money and you actually had fun, and now you have also a video for your website. So this is a great deal. I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm not going to go over too much detail. I'm just going to tell you like what you need to do to get a really great video, but basically you will get some really editing essentials and how to get started. So as I said, this is called a stage and this is called timeline. So in the timeline you can see this different numbers, and the numbers represent basically your seconds. So you can see what you're doing here on the stage, but you're basically doing it here on the timeline. So I have nothing here on the timeline, but this is something that I want to actually change. So first of all, the way that it works is that you just put some different things on the stage. So you grab with your left click of the mouse, you grab something and you just drag and drop it into the stage. As soon as you drop something onto the stage, you see that something happens here. So you see this on the stage, but you also see this on the timeline. So right now there's nothing happening, but as soon as I go over this planet disappears. So how video editing works, video editing basically works like putting a layer atop a layer. So let's say that you have three different colored papers. You have white paper, green paper, and blue paper. So if you put white paper, green paper, and blue paper, then you will always firstly see the blue paper because it's on top. So that's the same thing as with video editing. Basically you see everything that's on top here in the timeline. So if I want to put something else like a man who's running and I want this to be on top, so if I want to put globe on top, I'm just gonna put this, and now you don't see the man that's running. Okay, so the man that's running is still here, but he's just hidden. Okay, so this is how video editing works. You basically just have to put different things on your stage, and you have to put different things in the timeline, and then just rearrange them by some kind of order you want to. So this is a really good way for you to understand the way that editing works. So now we have two things on our stage, but we only see one thing, and that's because we actually have globe on top. So this is the globe would be our blue paper, and the man that runs would be our white paper in the metaphor. So also you saw that I did something here on the stage. I dragged things around, and it's really easy to do that. All you need to do is click on your left button of your mouse and just grab the image here in the middle, and you can drag it all around. First, you need to select it, of course. So we have globe selected here in the timeline. If I want to change the man, I want to select the man, even though I don't see him, but I know that it's here because it's selected, and I can still just use this click of a mouse and use this middle and just drag him around. Okay, so as you see, it's really easy to what you want to do is you want to take different things and you want to just put them in the timeline, and then you want to rearrange your timeline and rearrange the things on the stage. So what are we going to do now is we're going to get a bit into editing. So I removed this planet, the world, and the man that runs, because I'm going to use it later. I can also delete it, but I'm going to leave it here on my stage. You also see this cursor on the timeline. That cursor is very important because you drag and drop, because when you're dragging him, you can see what you're actually doing. So here you also have some different tools that Movely enables you to easily edit your video. But first, what you want to do is you want to put some kind of background. You can leave this white background, and let's say that you want to make a movie that's only white with black writing on it. Then you can use this as you don't have to put any kind of background first. But if you want to, you can use a background, which I did when I was doing the video for GreenPie. Good for you is that you have different backgrounds here in Movely also. So I see this like whiteboard. this board background, and it kind of looks good for me, and I'm just gonna drag and drop it here on the stage. So look at where this background is now going to be seen in the timeline. So when I release it, the background is here, and this is because my cursor is here. So if I move this cursor and I want to drag and drop something else, you can see that it's now starting where the cursor is. So I'm just going to delete this with this little bin, and now I have this this background, and I'm going to put it underneath everything because I want everything to be on top of this background. So this background is a bit too small for my video right now, but you can, with every single object in Movely, you can just scale it. So what you want to do, you just scale it like this, and everything is pre-calculated for you, so it will look good. You don't have to worry about scale not being real or good enough. So what I did now, I scaled the object, and now when I click it, I have this new background, and I have this new texture that looks really good. So what I want to do, the next thing that I want to do, I would want to maybe, if I'm, some kind of, let's say that I'm a nutritionist, and I want to, tell my clients, and I want them to see who I am and so on. So I would want to maybe put in my picture. And a good thing about Movely here is that you can upload your pictures. So you can see, you can say add a picture. You can click on it, and now you can just, take some kind of picture out of your computer, and then you just say open. And you want to upload this, and you want to save it. And now you see that something else happened. So you have your Movely library when you click here, and you have your personal library. So everything that you upload is going into your personal library. So what I want to do is you see this nice picture, and I want to drag and drop this picture here. Okay, and now I have this really good looking picture of, myself or yourself or somebody else. You can put a picture of your pet if you want to. And I'm gonna just, I want it to stay right here on the left. So I'm starting to arrange my timeline, and I'm starting to arrange my stage, how it will actually look like. So you can move these things around in the timeline also, as you can see. So you can move them forward in time or back in time, depending on where you want a picture or text or a video to just show up. So right now, if you want to see what's actually going on, now you can, I'm just gonna arrange them. Now if you click spacebar, or if you click this play button, you can see now nothing is happening. But when we go to the second 5, now we see this planet, and now we see this man that's not running. So why are we seeing white here, and why is the whiteboard, why has the whiteboard disappeared? So the whiteboard texture, or our background, is here, and it's only 5 seconds long, as you can see. So we need to extend it. This is also one thing that you can do with every single object or text in the timeline. You can just make it shorter or make it longer, depending on how much of a duration you want this object to appear. So for the texture board, or our whiteboard here, we want to actually extend it, because we want it to be at least 20 seconds long, because I'm planning on having this video about 20 seconds long. So your background needs to be, if you have a video of 2 minutes, you want your background to be 2 minutes. If you want to have the same background throughout the whole video. In this particular example, we do want that. So now we have image, and I'm going to rearrange this. I'm going to have this image first, and then I'm going to have the globe, because the globe appears next, and then I'm going to have the man that runs. So I have this, picture of myself, and I want to write a text. And this is really, really fun. So all you got to do, you have these different tools here, and you will probably use just like a few of them. So you have your text tool, you have your selection tool, and you have the undo button, which is really important. So everything that you do, you can just like undo. This is cut, and this is paste, but you probably won't be copy, or you probably won't be using that a lot. So let's take the text tool, and all you have to do is just click on the text tool, and this T appears, and then you click on the stage. And when you click on the stage, two things happen. You see this triangle here. You see this little something like appeared here, and it says type here. So this is a place where you will actually type. And then this also appeared here. So I'm going to put it by my image so I know exactly, and I'm going to close it, because with this little arrow you can close and open a certain object. So this is a text layer, and you can see it here. If I select my picture, my image, you can see it's selected because it has this red around it. I can select the type here. It says type here. So if I want to type, I'm just going to click into it, and I'm going to drag and drop. I'm just going to drag and select this whole text where it says type here. I'm going to delete it, and I'm going to start writing something else. And I'm going to say, hi, my name is Mirna. And I can click within, and I can just make a space bar or something else. So now I have this text, and I'm gonna go and take the selection tool. So I have this text, and it looks great. I like it, but it's black, and we have this blackboard, and it's not that good. You can't see it really well. So here you have object settings. So every time you click on an object, you have here the object settings for JPEGs, for images, for text tools, and for text and so on. So here for this text we have object settings. We have our bold, italic, and all those little things that you usually have in your Word document. You can just we can also, we have the font. So first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the text color. So I'm going to click this, and I'm going to just click on the white. And as soon as I do that, this becomes white, and it really looks now really good, because we have a blackboard and we have the white text, so it's really nice. So I want to change the font also. I don't like this one, so I have in Moovly you have a lot of presets about fonts, and the fonts that are basically made with they look like handwriting. So you have different ones like this one, or Tenet. I actually use this one for the video for GreenPy. I really like the Cabin Sketch. You can just click around and see which one you really like. So now I have this sketchy looking text here by my picture, and this looks kind of really nice. I'm going to scale this up a bit. There's two ways that you can scale text. You can scale it up manually, or you can just like size it here in the font where the object setting is. So I'm going to rearrange first my stage. So I want this JPEG to be on the left, and I want the text to be on the right. And this is how I think it looks really good. So here I have my image, and here I have my text. They're all the same duration, because now when I click play, and when I click on spacebar, you can see now that something is changing. And even if you have this little changes like just appearing, this looks really good. Okay, so one more thing. Why is this object, this planet, white, and this person is not white, and we actually, he was white when he was in the white background? So for every object, what you need to do is you need to click on this background, and then their basic color will appear. And we are also going to scale this person. We want to make him look like he's running. So if I click this background, if I undo it, basically it looks like it's underneath the blackboard. But if I do the background, it gives the color to the object, the color that it's actually his or hers. So what I want to do now is I want to extend this. This looks like we have only 5 seconds, and I don't think, this will be enough for us to animate this. So first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to now rearrange my timeline. So I have my image and my name, which need to go together, and I'm going to extend it to 8 seconds. So now when I click here, I have too much of things. So I'm going to just move this planet to the second 8, and I'm going to move this to second about 13. So now I have already like 18 seconds, and I'm going to extend this a bit in time because I want to animate it. And I want to extend this guy that's running. And to tell you the truth, I think that I'm going to change this. I'm going to put the planet last, and I'm going to put the man that's running after I introduce myself. So if I click space, now I have picture, and I'm saying, hi, my name is Mirna. And it looks kind of long, but when we animate it, it will be really nice. Then we have this man that is running. And after that, we have this planet. So what we want to do next. So we have this, and here I want to also, add some kind of bubble or something, because I really think that this is totally fun. So, and I really want my clients to know that I'm really having fun. So what I'm thinking, I'm dragging this on the stage. The background is selected, so I can see that it's nice and white. If I deselect this, you see what's happening. So I'm going to select the background, and it seems to me like I'm thinking something. I'm going to drag and drop this a bit, and I'm going to arrange this a bit. Okay, so I have 3 things here. So where is my... You can see the call out, and I want to extend it to the second 8, and I'm going to put it by the globe. So I have, all the 3 things. I want to put it by, hi, my name is Mirna. Okay, so I have 3 things that are on my first 8 seconds. Then I have this guy running, and then I have this planet. So now I have 3 things here, and I want to put some text here. So in this bubble, so I'm going to click on text. Okay. So I'm gonna take the selection tool, and I'm gonna just put it in the middle. So now, as you see, when I put the text tool, when I started typing, my cursor was here around second 7. So this is where this layer appeared. So I'm gonna drag it in the beginning, and I'm gonna extend it to second 8. So basically, what you're doing is you're constantly just rearranging your stage and arranging your stage and arranging your timeline. So I have 4 things now from second 0 to 8, and now I'm actually going to start animating. But even if I have this with nothing appearing, this also looks really nice. So you have my picture, you have what it says, hi, my name is Mirna, and this is really fun. And then I have this guy that is supposed to run, and then I have the globe afterwards. So let's start animating. Okay, so this is where the really fun part begins. So I have this image, and when I open it up, all I have to do is click on this arrow, and I have this little something just opens up, and I here have this little thing that says choose animation. So when you click on this, so you have to select the layer that you want to animate. If you want to animate, hi, my name is Mirna, you need to select it. First of all, I want to animate this image. So I'm going to choose an animation, and you have different animations here. You have move and zoom, you have pop, fade, wipe, wedge, flip, scale, drag, hand, and so on. This shift hand and drag hand and everything about these hands, it's really cool. So you can use that, and you can see different, hands appearing and doing something with your picture or whatever. First of all, I just want to show you how move and zoom work, because if you want to move your things around in your stage or in your video, then you need to know how move actually works. So when I click move and zoom, this little red dot appears. It's called a keyframe. So that means that the program has actually, said this is where, on the first second, I will put some kind of mark, and I'm going to say this picture is actually here. So if I go 4 seconds 3 seconds later, and I want to move this here, we can see that another keyframe appeared. So, and we have this little something just happened. So let's go back, and you can see that something happened. So we actually animated. So this is our very first animation. You don't need to know anything. Basically, what you need to do always while animating is just tell the program that you're working in. So this is my spot A, and I'm going from A to B. And you're telling, then you do something, and then the computer knows that it's point B. So right now we told this is our point A, and we told the computer this is our point B. So we want to go from A to B, and all of these things in between, the computer actually automatically just calculates, because it's just basically expression, and it's just tons of mathematics. So when you click on spacebar, now you see something is moving, and it really looks cool. We actually have some kind of animation here. So, and this looks a bit slow to me. So what I want to do is I want to make this a bit quicker. So you can also manipulate the duration of animation. If you want something to be animated quicker, you can just click with your left mouse and just make it a bit smaller. So right now, when we were here, we were animating for 3 seconds. Something was happening, the animation was happening in the duration of 3 seconds. But now I want this to happen in like just 1 second. So I'm gonna make this smaller. I'm gonna click, and now you see that the animation actually happened a lot quicker. And if I want to make it even quicker, I'm just going to make it really, really like duration of animation like half a second. Okay, so this looks really nice. Also, if I want to change, I don't want to start point to be on 1 second. I want the start point to be as soon as the video starts. Then I'm just going to, with your left mouse, I'm just going to arrange this. And I'm going to put it on my on my first second. So all you're basically doing when you're animating is just moving these keyframes while telling them what you want this object to do. So you're telling the object what to do, to animate, to move, to flip, to zoom, to scale, whatever. And you're just telling him, I want this from point A to point B, and this, duration in between is this and this much seconds. So I don't want to use move and zoom for this particular animation. I want to use something else. So I'm going to just delete this animation, and I'm going to click on this little bin, and it's going to automatically just erase it. What I want to use the drag hand, and I'm going to use the drag hand in. So what's actually happening? So now you see that our picture just disappeared, but that's because I'm going to move this animation a bit, like 1 second in. Okay, you see what happened? So you see this little hand? Okay, so this hand is something that it's really cool. So all we are going to see in our video is the stage. So don't worry about this hand or anything else. All you will do is you will see this, all you will see is this stage that we work on. So I have this really cool animation now of a hand just popping my picture, and it looks really nice. But I want this other things like, hi, my name is Mirna. I want this to appear after my picture pops out. So I'm going to trim this, and I'm going to trim all this call out, and this is font text. So now I have only my picture, and then everything else comes into play on the stage. So we're now really animating, like really doing the really fun stuff, and it looks really good. So I'm going to trim the call out, the bubble, and the text even more, because I want firstly my picture to come in, then I want hi, my name is Mirna, and then I want this to pop out. So as you see, again, we're just doing layer onto layer. So now I'm going to put my cursor where hi, my name is Mirna is starting, and I want to open up hi, my name is Mirna, and I'm going to choose the animation, and here you have the animation that's called handwriting, and it's really cool. Now when you click on it, you can see, and if you click on play, you can see a hand just doing, writing hi, my name is Mirna. So now you have two animations that look totally professional. You have your hand coming in with your picture, and you have, "Hi, my name is Mirna." So now we also I wanna also hand draw this because I really like it. So as soon as this "Hi, my name Mirna" finishes, because I don't want to have two hands doing something in my video. I want, usually when you're writing something and then you finish it and then you write something else. So it's the same principles here. First of all, I want to draw my bubble. So I'm going to make this even smaller, and I'm going to open up my callout, and I'm going to choose hand drawing, and I will extend it a bit. So now you can see the hand drawing, and as soon as the it takes a bit of time, so I'm just gonna make it a really shorter. I want it to be drawn in about 1 second. And now I want the hand to draw hand drawing where it says "This is fun." So now when we do this and we go to the first second, now we have this really awesome animation that says something about you. So here's my picture, and "Hi, my name is Mirna," and I have this bubble, and it's called "This is Fun," and it's really, really fun. So now we actually animated like first 8 seconds in like 20 minutes, and it looks totally professional. You can do like whatever you want. You can tell your clients who you are, what you're doing, and you can basically show a lot of personality within this video, because a lot of people, everything is so serious in this world. People want a bit of fun. People want to see who you are. Why should they choose you and not somebody else? And if people think that we're robots, nobody's going to talk to us. So this kind of animating is really nice to show a bit of your personality, make a fun video, say something about yourself. You can upload pictures, you can add a sound, so you can add some kind of music. So what you want to do now we have this man that's running. So I said something about myself, and now I want to say that I like my exercise. So I'm gonna put him a bit here. And there's also one really good thing about Movely is that have selected my guy, and I'm gonna choose an animation. Sometimes there's a preset animation within Movely, so you can see it here, and it says "run loop." So that means that it's this guy is actually running. Somebody actually made this really nice. Somebody actually made this in Movely really nice animation already, where you don't need to do anything. All you got to do is just extend. I want this guy to run for 8 seconds, all the 8 seconds while he's on stage. I want him to run, and it really looks good. So I'm gonna put sun here because it's a really sunny day, and I want this background, and I want some kind of so here you have a lot of different icons you can use with your free Movely account, which is really nice. A library has a lot of different things, and I want to find in this library some kind of city or something. I want to put this city in the background. Okay, so this city is now, I want to extend it. So now we have the city. Now we have the guy running, and we have the sun. And I'm gonna make them all of the same duration, but you can see that the city space is on top. I want the sun to be on top, and I want the man that runs to be on top. So I put this. So I wanted my man that runs to be on top. I want to see him first, then I want to see the city space, and then I want the sun to be on top of everything. So this space is a bit big, and I'm gonna make it smaller. I just want to make it, look like it's in the background somewhere. And this guy is running from all the stress. Let's say that I'm a nutritionist, and I want to say that this guy is actually running from all the stress. So my name is Mirna. A lot of people are so busy today that, we need to run away from the stress. So for the city space, let's say that we want an animation and we want how we want it to appear. Do we want to hand draw it, or we can hand draw it? Okay. And it will take some time. But we can also, this guy is already here, so, maybe, yeah, we're going to put it right here. And we want the sun to appear instantly. And for the sun, we can put the pop out. I want to put the pop in. And what happens is that you have this little nice pop in effect. So everything is really preset. And now we have like this really cool thing what you can say, there's so much stress in the world right now. People are running away, into different emotions, or they're trying to run away from the stress, but it's really not healthy for them. And, you can explain here, and if you use kind of voice about, what you're doing, and then you go to the planet, and now we can also animate this planet, this globe. We can have the spin, and add the spin. You want it to spin all around while it's on stage. And you see how this really is easy. Now I'm doing the really complex animation in about like 2 seconds. And I want to scale this a bit because I want to write some text now. Okay, and I want to write, I'm going to type it here. I'm going to say visit. I'm just going to put my website. So I'm going to put the greenpie.net, and you want to say, you want to make text color white because it's on the blackboard. And no, it doesn't look good with the bold effect. And I'm just going to say, okay, we're going to see where the planet comes in. The planet comes in here. Okay. And it ends here. So we're just rearranging again things on the timeline. So I know that I want to put this greenpie.net, I want to have the handwriting effect. But before I'm doing the handwriting effect, now you can't see it because we haven't started animating. Here in the beginning, I want this globe not only to spin, but to have the present hand in. So again, something happened. I'm going to extend this a bit. I'm going to put this here. So what's happening now is that you have this hand that's actually presenting your globe while it's spinning, and it looks totally awesome. And then you have the other hand saying greenpie.net or your website or something else. So now what we want to do is if you want to have, you always need to trim to the last, you want to trim your video to the last second you have, because otherwise Movely might think that you have like 30 seconds and then you'll have 6 seconds or 8 seconds of nothing. So now we have a really cool video. We animated everything into we've been animating for 15 seconds. Now I'm going to press play. Here's my picture. Hi, my name is Mirna. I have this bubble. This is so much fun. Now I have this guy running and this city appearing with the sun and everything, and I want to close it up with, this planet turning and saying, go to my webpage. So you probably can see a lot of potential in this. You can use everything that you want in Movely library because it's easy. You can put your contact there. You can do anything you want. You can make, hand-drawn videos. And as I said, this costs around this is called the whiteboard video when the hand is actually drawing, and it usually costs around $500 to $1,000. you know, if there's a production firm then or a production company, then it costs a lot more. So now we have this really good looking animated video that we can put on our website, and it can be fun, it can be serious, it can be whatever you want, and we made it like in a half an hour, which is like totally fun. Okay, now that we did all this really great animation work, now we want to actually export this word. We want to have this like a video, you know, and we want to export it, and we want to have it on our computer. We want to be able to, you know, play it and so on. So what we want to do first is save this work. So always save your work. If you can, you know, save it every like few minutes, just do it, because, you know, you will be grateful later. So trust me, just save your work always. We want to save this, and then we want to go to the Movely dashboard where we were in the beginning, and here we have our LinkedIn video. We're gonna click on this, and here we can see our video. We can play it and we can see how it looks, and it looks really good to me. We have the man running, we have the planet afterwards. See our website. Wow, this looks really nice. Okay, so we have our video. Now we can do a few things with it. So when I click on this edit, I'm gonna be redirected again to where we were actually editing. So if you want to change something, if you want to, you know, you can look at your, I'm gonna leave this now. You can look at your video, and if you see something that you want to change, you can just like edit it again. So you can edit the video, or you can have this little different options. You can share this video, you can share it, you know, by an email or something like that. You can publish it directly to Facebook or to YouTube. But what I would really suggest is that you download this video and that you make it like your own video, that you have like a MP4 on your computer that you can play on your computer, and then you can upload it to YouTube. You can give it to your web designer to put on your website or something like that. So you would want to download this, and you would say, I want to download this video. So what will happen is, first you have a few options. Since you'll be using the free account, you'll have the standard definition. You won't be able to export in HD in high quality definition. If you pay in the pricing, if you take the first paid tier, then you will have the ability to have 720p. But for now, 480p is totally okay for your website. So you can click on this, and then you'll go to next step. Then you have the watermark option. So Movely will have his watermark on your video, but I think it's not a problem, because basically it really helps you a lot with, you know, we made a really good professional looking video in just like half an hour. So you will have the little Movely here watermark, and you will click on the next step, and you will have the little Movely outro, which is really nice and it's really cool. So if you can, you know, those are the rules of the deal. So if you want to take the deal, and I think it's a good deal, then just use Movely and make your videos. So finish export, and what will happen now is that basically Movely will render and export this for you. You don't have to do anything, and that's really nice. You don't have to have servers, you don't have to have a really good computer, you don't have to worry about any of that. What we'll say here is that your render has been queued. You will receive an email when it's finished, which means that you will basically just get an email in your inbox, and your video will be done for you. So all the technology is Movely's, you know, on Movely's part of the business. All you have to do is have the little watermark there, and it's not even that big. So I think it's a really good deal, because as you see, it's really fun. It makes you, like, you can play around with it, you can make your own videos, you can save a lot of time, a lot of money, and still say something really nice about you. And what's really cool, you can make a lot of these videos. You can like make a video every, you know, week if you want to. If you want to get to your clients, they need to know a bit more about you and a bit about your personality. So make fun videos, and, you know, be joyful while you're doing it, because it's really easy and it's really fun. And most of all, just like have your videos on your websites, and, you know, push your business to the next level. So have fun doing your videos and enjoy your day.